Hello everybody, this is KPlayer09 and I am playing Buried. Buried is an interactive story. The plot will change based on the choices you make. The story is broken into 5 chapters. Play straight through or at your own pace. There is no waiting and no pauses. Enjoy and choose wisely. So almost every choice you make affects the ending of the game in some way. I open my eyes, and the first thing I want to do is scream. I'm flat on my back, and everything seems to hurt. The trees overhead look familiar. It's a clear night sky, almost beautiful, except for the fact this means I've been out for cold for at least 6 hours. There's something wrong. I don't remember, but something happened. My head. My God, my head hurts. And the ringing in my ears. Is there an accident? An explosion, I think. I remember Dennis screaming, but after that, I can't remember. I sit up, notice that my hard hat has been thrown off. I look around the area, but it's not there. It feels strange to go anywhere without my hard hat, but I've got to find the other crew members. They could be in danger. I don't think... Okay, I'm gonna play this logically. The hard hat might help, but... Okay, I'm gonna play this logically, though. Now, the hard hat seems to be something that may help me, but searching for the crew may be my main objective. But I don't think searching for my hard hat will take that long, though. I get up on my shaky legs and look around for a moment. A few nearby trees looked to have been splintered and broken at the base recently. They certainly weren't like this earlier. Searching for the hard hat feels normal, like there maybe isn't something wrong here. I see it behind a fallen log 10 feet away from me. How has it been thrown so far beyond me? Driven by nothing more than habit, I walked over to pick it up, place it on my head. Next, I walk over to the center of the logging site and don't like what I see. Ooh. Whoa. Shoot, I'm falling behind. The logging site looks like a bomb was detonated right in the center. I don't know where to start. The one load we had managed to stack on the truck for the day is overturned. The trailer bent and the logs hanging off the back. Where the hell is everyone? My head is killing me. And this ringing in my ears. I can't hear anything. No birds, not my footsteps, nothing. It makes me wonder if I hit my head after the hard hat flew off. I went through a quick mental checklist to make sure my brain is still working. My name is Roger Haslings. I'm 41 years old. This year is 2017. I own a small logging company. We've been logging in the strip of Kentucky woodland for almost a month now. Okay. So my brain works, that's a relief, but it makes me fearful, because something is certainly not right here. I look around the logging site, my mind trying to figure out what has happened. Just about every piece of equipment has been overturned or tilted. I think the debris was going to tell us more story about what happened. So, we're going to do that. There are bits of debris everywhere. There are fragments of 5-gallon buckets I keep our work rags in, a loose chainsaw, and an overturned gas canister. Had there been an explosion, all the fuel on the site would have started a fire. But there's no charring, no burning, nothing. I walked through the area where Dennis had been working. From the looks of it, he'd been moving slowly. He only taken down 4 trees today. His metal lunchbox was with an indicator that he was taking an early break. but he's not here. No one is here. Where the hell is everyone? I could try to make a call on my cell phone, but its battery's already running low. Not that it matters. The reception's crap out here. Yellow! Hello! Hey! Guys, where is everyone? Tony, Dennis, Frank, Joe! Other names fall flat among the wreckage. I get nothing back other than scaring away a few birds overhead. Scaring away. Dang it. Might as well start walking and try to find some answers. The highway is almost a mile back through the woods, down the gravel road that we used to reach the site. Maybe the crew ran that way for help. But why would they have left me? Were they scared? Out of sorts? Maybe I can catch up to them, but with my truck overturned on its side, it looks like I'll be walking. My God, I can't even remember what I was doing before waking up on my back. Wait, what's that under that bulldozer? Oh my God, it's a leg. Either has to be Tony or Dennis. Dozer looks unstable. Might roll some more. Might not be safe to get close, but at the same time, I can't just leave him there. I don't think it matters who it is. Pulling the body out won't be safe, and it may kill me. So I'm gonna stay back. No use to putting myself at risk. That thing could tumble again. Pretty clear that it didn't survive. Damn. He had 2 kids, too. Both sons. In my shock, I stumble back, suddenly tripping over a stray log behind me. The hard hat I'm wearing collides with it as I fall, doing its job. But what's more startling is the realization that Tony is dead. I can't stay here. I have to find Dennis, Frank, and Joe. I have to find out what happened here. Ooh. Audio is weird. As I walk through the stacks of logs from last week or so of work, everything feels frozen. This high-pitched sound in my ears, it's terrible. It keeps happening every few seconds, and the sound looks like it's coming far away. I can't help but wonder, is it in my ears or something else? The silence out here is creepy, and there's a smell like the atmosphere after a bad summer storm. I might as well admit to it, I'm a little scared. Everyone's missing, and it's dead quiet out here. There doesn't seem to be a breeze or rustle in the leaves or branches. My right knee hurts like hell, and my head was hurting so bad before I'd never noticed the pain in my knee. I must have hurt during the what? Accident? Wait, is it Dennis? I see him sitting on the ground motionless about 30 feet away. Yell out! Dennis! I yell. Dennis! Can you hear me? Dennis lets out a shout like someone waking from a nightmare. Then he looks back at me from the ground. Yeah, Roger, I hear you. He hollers back, and I head over to him. Dennis is built like a wrestler, and he's a tough personality to match. But in this moment, he looks disoriented and even a little anxious. Though I'm glad to see him, the fear on his usually confident face is alarming. What the hell happened? What's going on? He asked. Don't know. The crew is missing. Can't go making things that I don't know up. Missing? Dennis said. Where do you think they went? Not sure. But it has me pretty freaked out. Something is not right here. Still sitting on the ground, he looks around the woods like he is just understanding the severity of the situation. The equipment was overturned. The dozers too, I say, shifting my hard hat, whipping my forehead. You okay? Yeah, just shaking up. Me too. This might have been the most intimate conversation Dennis and I have ever had. While he and I had always been on good terms, we never particularly been close. I've always respected him though. Sure, he's come to work a few times, looked like he's been to a bar fight the night before, but always seen him do an enthusiastic impression of a dinosaur as he played with Tony's kids while they waited for his dad to finish up his shift. So then when it hits me, Dennis and Tony were good friends. I'm not sure if I want to rattle him with the news of Tony's death right now. Not before we know what's going on, but he has a right to know. I agree. You should never, ever withhold that information for anybody. Ever. Ooh. I guess that was a big thing. Dennis's eyes fixated on me. Startled. He was crushed into a dozer, I say. Dennis pauses for a moment, like he's trying to understand what I said. His eyes narrow and his bottom lip quivers. He says, I can tell that he's starting to fight back the tears. He and Tony have been tight, almost like brothers. Hey, he quickly ends. If you're trying to escape the reality of Tony's death, did you see the light? No. What did you see? I don't know, Roger. It was like a flare of white light. It came right out of the ground like an explosion. So there was an explosion, I say. Maybe it was some equipment, or this was no equipment, Dennis interrupts. This huge ball of light came right out of the damn ground. Where did it go? It just shot up in the sky until it was out of sight. When? I'm not sure, he answers. But it had to finish about 10 trees for the day. It was about the top one. That's when it happened. You were almost done with 10 trees, I asked. Yeah. Looking at the ground. I know, I wouldn't want to take a lunch break until I was done. And that's when that light blew up. Why? Don't you believe me? Now, I don't want to disagree with him now. This isn't one of those times that you would disagree with somebody, especially in survival situations. So, I'll believe him. Oh shoot. Another big thing. He saw what he saw. I think to myself, no reason to lie about this. My God, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But if I'm being honest, it scared me pretty bad. And if all this is the same to you, I'd like to get the hell out of here. We both stand up and start heading toward the road. It isn't until we start moving I see Dennis is wounded. His right side is coated in blood, red seeping through the blue work shirt. There are splatters of it here and there, but also a very large red splotch that makes me worry. How'd you get that injury? Not sure. You must have gotten thrown or hurt somehow from the light. It's when I noticed that a strange ringing noise is still filling the air. Hey! Do you hear that high-pitched ringing noise every once in a while? Dennis looks at me, scared when I ask him this question. He just nods. I thought it was just me, he says. He looks out of his sorts and uncertain. I've never seen him like this before. It's obvious that he's looking for some reassurance. Even though I'm his boss, there's something very unnerving about this. I want to reassure him. He's injured, scared, we're both scared. But it's nice to be calm about stuff in these kind of situations, so I'm going to do that. Let's be realistic, I tell myself. I might as well try to be empathetic. Out here in the middle of the woods, the ringing could be anything. Maybe a car alarm from through the woods or something. Still, even my passive comment seems to reassure Dennis. He looks a bit calmer, more relaxed. We both start moving forward and I don't say another word. Did you try and call Frank? Dennis asks. I know he had a cell on him today. Not yet. Luckily I have some battery left. I pull out my cell and call Frank, happy I didn't make that call to Dennis earlier. It rings, but he doesn't pick up. That's when I hear his phone went off. Behind the stack of logs, Dennis and I give each other a look. As the phone goes to voicemail, I hang up and we walk behind the logs to find Frank's phone on the ground, abandoned. We look around Frank, but find nothing, not a single trace. It's then that I noticed something really odd. A 10-foot wide hole in the ground, right near where the phone was. But there's no stray piles of removed dirt or rocks. It's clean, smoothly dug, cutting into the earth, wide, but only a few feet deep. It looks unnatural, like the ground was just deleted. No shovels or diggers used. Dennis walks over to it. This looks like the same kind of hole where I saw the light come from the ground. He muses to himself. I say nothing. My mind is spinning, but I don't know what to think. We need to get out of here, Dennis mutters. At the moment, that ringing noise carries through the forest again, sending a shiver down my spine. Dennis is right. There's something strange going on. We might not be safe here, but that ringing sound could be a clue to where the rest of the crew went. Let's check out the sound. Oh shoot. Something's not right, and if there's any mechanical noise like that, you think someone is out here? He asks. Maybe. I think we should at least check it out. They may be able to help. Yeah, you go right ahead, he says with a grin. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be here waiting for you. Better hurry, though. Dennis doesn't look like he's in best shape to be trouncing around the forest. But we need some answers right away, too. We gotta bring Dennis with me. He has an injury. We don't know what's going on. It's not safe to split up. No, you're coming with me. I bent over and hoist him up on my shoulders. He resists barely and just gives in. He's looking at me like he's terrified of me now, making a moan in his throat. We start moving through the woods quickly, with no idea where the rest of the crew is. I worry they could be in danger. Every tree out here looks exactly the same. I grew up in the country and can find my way around the forest without much problem, but I'm feeling dizzy. I'm leaning against a tree when I see something that has no business being out here. Our logging crew has been out here for 3 weeks and I've never seen it before. What is this? Brave? Shack. It's a small building, sort of a mixture of a shack and a bunker. It looks to be made of concrete, but moss. Weeds and plain old erosion also make it sort of mystical. It looks something out of a demented version of a medieval fantasy movie. What the hell is this? Dennis asks. I have no idea. You purchased this land, right, boss? Dennis asks. Didn't you survey it? I certainly did, I say, getting a little defensive. But this wasn't here. Do you think the others maybe went in here? Why would they do that? I don't know. But they aren't out here. If they aren't inside, they're probably dead with Tony. He looks at the ground when he says, I want to go inside, not just to find my crew, but to also appease my curiosity. That ringing noise is coming from inside, but there's something about this place that seems incredibly strange. Especially located all by itself out here. It simply does not belong. I wonder, do we knock or just go in? Dennis asked. I could see he was trying to make a joke, but that falls flat. I'm starting to think the humor is a defense mechanism for his fear. We both look ahead, take a moment to realize what we are about to do, and start forward. We get no more than 3 feet closer when Dennis wobbles. We gotta reach out. He might fall at any second. I reach out quickly, straining my injured knee. I barely make it in time, grabbing under his arms and keeping him from hitting the ground. I'm okay, he says. Just, can you help me walk for a little while? Just get me inside, please. I can't deny his request. I've never seen him this weak. It's a little uncomfortable to see. It makes me glad that I decided to keep him with me. I help Dennis into the weird little building in front of the door, which opens easily even though there's clearly a lock on it. Maybe the lock was supposed to keep someone in. It's hard to tell. I still hear that ringing noise. It's definitely coming from in here. Stretching out in front of me, here's a small interior to the match the outside. The building is totally empty. There's a concrete floor and dingy, featureless walls. There are no windows, giving the place an even more isolated feel. Still, we hear a ringing noise coming from somewhere in here. It's louder now, more prominent. The interior seems confined at first, but a small set of concrete steps lead about 5 feet down, revealing a corridor. Ooh. Whoa. That's weird. It's a massive corridor. In fact, I'm in some kind of building underground. It seems to go on forever. This corridor is mostly dark with emergency lights every 10 feet or so. I assume we're now underground because the corridor extends far beyond the walls of the building we entered. I realize that someone might not appreciate finding us here. We're not supposed to be here anyway, but we're trying to get help. So, tiptoeing is not gonna be a good thing. I think we should walk quickly. If we get caught, we can explain ourselves, but if we tiptoe quietly, we might not be sending the right impression. So I'm eager to figure out what's going on here. Our footsteps echo loudly in the dust and dirt. Dennis leans on me for support. If there is anyone here, it's not like we're trying to keep quiet and stealthy with the intention of sneaking up on them. If anyone is listening, they definitely know we're here now. As I carry Dennis to the far end of this otherwise featureless place, I see a flight of concrete stairs leading down. I have to set Dennis down on the floor. His weight is killing me. Dennis, are you okay? Stop worrying, man. I'll be okay. I just need a minute to rest. Looking at him, I'm not so sure. I can still hear a ringing noise every so often coming from somewhere in here. I look ahead, the concrete stairs pointing toward them so Dennis can see. Can you make it down those stairs? I ask. He stands up slowly and is visibly making effort not to fall down. Yeah. Sounds a little irritating. He starts for the stairs without me, and I have no choice but to follow. We approach the stairs, and by just looking at them, I sense that we're crossing some sort of line here. There may very well be no going back. Creepy. As I head down the stairs, I notice that they look aged. That damn ringing noise is somewhere below, louder than ever. I feel like I'm walking down the cellar of a haunted house, the light becoming scarce as the stairs take a slight turn. I can feel the temperature drop. Dennis makes a few steps down before he's leaning on the wall. He's breathing like he just finished a run. He deserves a break. I can't not give him a break. Let's take a break, I say, putting my hands toward his shoulders to steady him. Dennis lets out a sigh. Thanks, I don't feel too great, boss. As we both squat down on a stair, my mind seems to lock in the unknown face of the rest of my crew. Frank, who is married and met his wife a few times, a nice woman with a huge laugh. My heart sags a bit when I realize I might never again get to hear him belt out the classic rock hymns during a lunch break. Joe, well, I didn't know much about him. He's 22 years old and is considering community college. His folks are deadbeats, so he's been providing for himself since the age of 16. Maybe I could still find them. Maybe I could still hear Frank singing in his deep baritone voice after a few too many drinks. After a few moments, Dennis says, "Alright, let's keep going." We both stand up, leaning on each other. I have to make Dennis stay behind me as I stick my foot out in search of the next step. I can't help but feeling like a child and a very powerful fear seizes me. I'm expecting a monster to reach out of the darkness, slicing into my throat. After what feels like forever, we come to the bottom of the stairs. We're closer to that ringing noise now. The door sits securely in the wall and looks as other places here as I feel. A sliver of light seeps through, illuminating the area. The door looks like a panel with lots of labels and lights. A small embedded print on the panel says level 01 entrance gate, transport sector. There is a button with no label. Inspect the panel. Why don't you just press a button? The panel looks like a diagnostic or alert system of some kind. Each level meant to communicate some status. Lockdown engage. Experiment in progress. Shutdown engage. But all those appear to be off. With one freeze slowly blinking red light next to it. The only powered light in this whole thing. Abnormal entity breach. I slowly push the door open when Dennis suddenly steps in front of me, taking the lead. Let's go. I want to find out what the hell is this place. As Dennis walks through, that ringing and beeping or whatever gets a little louder. The door closes behind us with a click. I can't help but notice the wobble in Dennis' steps as he lets it grunt. Sure, you're healthy enough to keep going, I ask. Doesn't matter. I don't want to be in the woods right now. Seems scared, something I've never seen before. Angry, yes. Upset, yes. But Dennis is never scared. What did you see? I don't know what it was, boss. It's like someone had left the radio on crackling, but we didn't have any radios on site. I don't know. It was like something in the forest was moving. I give him a doubtful look as he casts his eyes on the ground, frustrated. I know how it sounds, but I don't know but I know what I felt. It was like walking into a funeral parlor, feeling death and gloom everywhere. I've been so preoccupied with my own fear that I nearly forgot about the ringing noise. It just became background noise. Take a few more steps and now I see where we are. It makes no sense, yet another thing that seems out of place. The shapes and the muted colors in the middle are easy to identify. It just doesn't belong here. The end of chapter 1. Alright. What's next? Oh, respect to the dead. You and 36% of the players left Tony's body where you found it. Secrets, you and 76 people were upfront about Tony's death. You and 55 told Dennis you believed his story. Curiosity, you and 75 players went to investigate the ringing sound. You and 64 of the players decided to bring Tony with you. We're not going to start chapter 2 right now. I am going to leave off here because this is going to be very long. The video is already long as is. So we're going to stop here for today. I'm running out of time. And if you didn't already notice, I've actually recorded this 2 separate days. You can tell by the color of my shirt. It's different in this video actually this side than it was earlier. Recorded on 2 different things. This is definitely something I want to come back to. It's just a really good game, and I cannot wait to continue it. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. Click that like button and subscribe today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!